I feel like it's the material. Um, like my personality itself is the same. Like whenever I'm on stage, but I think the material has to change. Because if you're trying to connect to, like you said, college age, that's a 20-year-old. If you're doing a show at a church, it might be 60-year-olds in there. You know what I mean? 60-year-old ladies. So you can't be talking about some raunchy shit. You got to connect to them. So it's really just understanding who the audience is, but also just being yourself too, which is partially why I tell a lot of stories, because people can relate to stories. Like everybody done been through, trauma and shit, like breakups and fights and family trauma and all of that. People got kids, so talk about my son a lot. Like just that experience being a father. And now I'm doing like marriage jokes, but they not necessarily like lighthearted jokes. They real jokes. It's just real life shit. So for the most part, people can relate to the shit I'm talking about. But if it's a younger crowd, I know more of what's happening in the younger crowd, like the lexicon, like what people interested in. So I can throw some shit in there just to reel you in. Like, oh, okay, I don't know what's happening in the world. Like Diddy, all this shit going on. So I throw a video joke in there and it's like, oh, okay. Then I can get into my stuff and you already on board. So everything else is like, we missed it. And because we thought you was funny. So
It's just all about like being able to capture the attention to begin with.
you gotta capture their attention because, like I said, ain't no music up there. It's just you, a microphone, and people just staring at you. Sometimes you can't even see their faces because the light might be too bright. Sometimes you can see everybody's face and they just looking at you like this. Some people on their phone, like you never know. All right. So, like I said, it's knowing how to adapt, but also staying you, in that moment. So I don't change too much, but I will switch some material around depending on who in the crowd.